What happens when two of the greatest haki users clash together? You get this video. What's up, y'all? This your boy, the Black Akashi, and I'm here with another video for the channel. Make sure to hit that like button to help Luffy become the Pirate King. Now, you read the title. Michael Jackson versus Shanks. Who would win in a haki battle? Just thinking about this topic is making me laugh. Now, this video was created because of a tweet last month talking about who was the most popular at their peak. And it was a picture of Michael Jordan, John Cena, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Michael Jackson. And the person quoted the tweet saying, Michael Jackson wins because he had Conqueror's Haki in real life. And honestly, I've been dying ever since. I can't believe I'm about to power scale one of the greatest artists in the world and an anime character. Now, just to be clear, we're not going to be including his ancestors, Muzan from Demon Slayer, and Django Unchained from Captain Kuro, whatever his name is. Kuro. You know the dude that was pulling up on Usopp. Him. I just wanted to let y'all know that I'm not talking about them two. I'm not including them two. Because we all know that Shanks is obliterating both of them. So, to start things off, we got to give a quick history lesson for both characters. Shanks, the GOAT of One Piece. Former member of the Roger Pirates, so you know he was going to be a problem in the future. After the Pirate King's death, he branched out on his own and formed his own pirate crew, the Red-Haired Pirates. At the age of 33, he became the youngest Yonko, excluding Luffy and them, and thus creating his own legacy. He's the reason why Luffy wanted to become a pirate and is one of the most feared and respected pirates currently in the story. When it's all said and done, Shanks will be remembered as the greatest to ever do it. But if we're being honest, he already has that title, and there's no debating about it. Next, we have Michael Jackson, the King of Pop, former member of the Jackson 5. He's been in the game since he was 5 years old. After becoming a huge success for many years, at the age of 25, he left the group and became a legend of his own. He's dropped hit after hit and is the reason why most people love music and got into the business today. At the age of 50, he tragically passed away, and just like Shanks, he's remembered as the greatest to ever do it. Next, we'll be talking about Feats. Shanks has unbelievable peak physical strength. Now, it's not Whitebeard status, but he's pretty freaking strong, despite not having a devil fruit and only having one arm. Seeing as he's an incredibly strong swimmer, as we saw him save Luffy from the Sea King despite being halfway across Dawn Island. He is also a pretty strong swordsman, seeing as how he's considered Mihawk's rival, who I might add is the world's strongest swordsman, but we all know that Mihawk's the superior swordsman. Shanks is a master of all forms of Haki: observation, armament, and Conqueror's Haki. We haven't seen him use observation yet in the story, but he's known around the world as the killer of observation Haki, which means that he can stop you from seeing into the future, practically leaving you helpless. The Katakuri fans have been quiet ever since this news came out. Like observation, we haven't seen him use armament as well, at least not coded armament. He was able to deflect Akainu's magma fist in Marineford with no problem. And we all know how much damage that fist was giving people problems at Marineford. Just ask Ace. And finally, Conqueror's Haki. This is what he uses primarily out of all the Hakis. This is why Shanks is top 2 strongest characters in One Piece. Every time Shanks uses it, he breaks the internet. He knocked out Whitebeard's subordinates when walking on his ship. He made the Sea King run. He made an Admiral run just from feeling his Haki. Oh, and not to mention, my favorite of the bunch, he washed that bum-ass fraud Kid not once, but twice. It's like Oda has Shanks only use Conqueror's Haki just to show that he is not with the BS and to let people know not to mess with Red-Haired Shanks because he's the GOAT of One Piece now and forever. Now, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson doesn't have physical strength on par with any anime characters, but he has one thing that separates him from the rest. A killer voice. Michael Jackson has one of the greatest voices in music history. His voice was so strong that he spent the majority of his life disguising his real deep voice with a high-pitched voice in order to trick the world. Now, I know you're wondering, what the hell this has to do with power scaling, but bear with me. With his voice, he bears three of the most powerful techniques in the music industry. The shamon, the ow! I'm sorry, I can't. I'm trying, bro. I'm trying. And the most deadly technique, the shamon, is iconically known around the world. It's oh my goodness, man. I'm sorry. I'm trying my best to not bust out laughing, but saying the shamon, I'm gonna say it regularly. The shamon. You can't see when you say Michael Jackson stuff, you can't say it regularly. You gotta say it just like him. The shamon is iconically known around the world. It's more popular than a lot of artists' careers today. It was stated that one time at a concert, Michael said the shamon so aggressively that it caused the entire stadium to go number 2 on themselves. I kid you not. That's why he toned his voice down. That's why he toned it down in most of his songs. Next, the ow was used for those who thought that they could pose a potential threat to the king of pop. Now, one time in a recording session, an artist on the rise called James Taylor challenged him to a battle. After James poured his heart out on a song, he thought the battle was over, but Michael walked up to the mic and said one word. After witnessing this moment, Mr. Taylor retired from music and went on to become a family man. And finally, the hee. This is, if not, one of the most powerful techniques in Michael's arsenal. The hee has been stated to cause the world to shake and split the ground in half. Michael has even stated that every time he said this iconic catchphrase, he would ascend to godhood. Now, this next move is probably one of the most underrated techniques, and that is the power of Savage no Jutsu. This move is used whenever Michael felt like he needed to be petty and get his lick back on someone. Now, we know that he bought most of the Beatles' musical collection, but he also bought Eminem's as well. After Eminem dissed him in his song Just Lose It, not to be confused with Lose Yourself, after hearing one of his favorite artists diss him, Michael decided that the best way to get him back is by buying his entire catalog 3 years later. As the great Alonzo Harris said, "This is chess, not checkers." Now, Michael may not have armament haki or observation haki, but he does have the color of the Supreme King. Michael's Conqueror's haki was unmatched in his prime. Everywhere he went and every concert he performed at, thousands upon thousands of people passed out just from his presence alone. Not even the greats today have that kind of power. And the crazy thing about it is, I haven't even talked about his greatest moveset, his dancing. Now, I'm not going to list all of his moves, but I'm going to be talking about his universal moves. The first one being the crotch grab. The crotch grab has been stated to decommission multiple foes at the same time and cause testicular cancer to any male in a 100-mile radius. Next is the kick. In his prime, Michael's kick was recorded to move so fast that the camera could hardly keep up with it, which means that he was moving faster than the speed of light. So basically, we talking about Kizaru level kicks, which means he could take out multiple foes in a blink of an eye. This move was so powerful that multiple people tried to duplicate it over the years, but could never achieve that power that Michael had. Then we have the anti-gravity lean. This is one of his top 5 strongest moves in history. This move allows Michael to defy the laws of gravity and physics. When he leans, he causes the world to rotate forward and backwards. The man is practically a key presence in the planet's frequency that gravity wanted no parts of him and let him make his own rules. Now this next move is crazy because it's kind of the scariest, and that is the moonwalk. On the outside looking in, is just Michael Jackson gliding backwards. But from the inside, it's a lot more dangerous than you think. Every time Michael moonwalks, it allows him to time travel, not just to the past, but to the future. Like, I'm telling y'all, don't sleep on this man, Michael Jackson. We all know Shanks is a Yonko, but Michael Jackson is a king. What's a king to a Yonko? I mean, what's a Yonko to a king? That's all I'm saying, bruh. Michael Jackson was universal. That's all I'm saying. So with that being said, who would win in a fight? Or better yet, a hockey clash? Prime Michael Jackson or Prime Shanks? I think it's going to be a closer battle than you think, but I'm going to go with Michael Jackson. Prime Michael was practically unstoppable. Nobody could touch him, let alone compare to him. But I will give credit to Shanks though, because Shanks is that guy. Like, we're not going to ignore how goated this man is. During the hockey clash, Michael, hypothetically, if the battle happened during the hockey clash, Michael would hit the hee and bring Shanks to his knees. But despite their differences, they have similar feats. I mean, they're both goats. They're both hockey gods that can't be beat. And ironically, they both stopped the war. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you took this video serious or thought it was funny, let me know in the comments. And like always, thank you for watching the video. Leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.